Picture pulling up to a dealership and seeing a brand new car that looks flawless. A salesman tells you it's been sitting there for over 500 days. The tires have gone flat from lack of movement, and still, buyers walk past it. That's the story behind a growing number of so-called dream cars in 2025. In this countdown, I'll reveal the 10 models turning dealership lots into graveyards and why they've become symbols of misplaced trust and hidden ownership pain. Number 1. Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio. The Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio burst onto the scene with big promises. A Ferrari-inspired twin-turbo V6, razor-sharp handling, and a design that looked ready for both the track and the valet stand. For enthusiasts, it was the ultimate sedan that proved Alfa still knew how to stir passion behind the wheel. But passion fades quickly when reality sets in. Buyers face stories of electrical problems, transmission hiccups, and a brand network shrinking fast in the US. With a price tag north of $70,000, hesitation is natural. To make matters worse, discontinued trims and limited dealer confidence fuel doubts about future resale. Long-term loans saddle owners with the risk of negative equity as values slide faster than expected. The result? Stunning performance locked inside cars sitting unsold for nearly a year, reminding shoppers that beauty and speed don't erase ownership fears. Number 2. Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio. The Stelvio Quadrifoglio was supposed to be Alfa Romeo's halo SUV, proof that a family hauler could carry race-bred engineering. On paper, it checks every box: 505 horsepower, blistering acceleration, and handling tuned for speed rather than grocery runs. It should have been an easy win for buyers who wanted both thrill and utility, but performance alone doesn't close deals. Shoppers hesitate because Alfa's reputation for reliability issues and shaky service networks overshadows excitement. At nearly the same cost, luxury SUVs from BMW or Porsche give better resale confidence and stronger long-term support. Dealers/prices, sometimes aggressively, yet even deep cuts fail to bring commitment. For many buyers, the thought of massive service bills and collapsing resale outweighs the thrill of ownership. Flashy numbers mean little when trust isn't there, and that's why the Stelvio Quadrifoglio now lingers unsold. Before we move on, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and like the videos. Number 3. Audi A4. For years, the Audi A4 defined the entry-level luxury sedan. It was the car many chose as a first step into premium ownership, balancing comfort, performance, and brand prestige. The badge carried weight, and the A4 was a safe bet for those who didn't want to gamble on lesser-known rivals. That reputation doesn't hold the same power in 2025. The shift toward SUVs and crossovers has drained demand for sedans, and Audi itself has already teased an electric successor. That announcement alone makes the gasoline A4 feel like leftover stock. Leasing prices are higher than competitors offering stronger incentives, so even practical buyers hesitate. On top of that, resale confidence is weak because the brand's focus clearly lies with electrification. Now the A4 sits abandoned on lots, evidence that even established icons can quickly feel outdated and financially risky. Number 4. Bugatti Chiron. The Bugatti Chiron carries a price tag of around $3 million, delivers 16 cylinders, producing nearly 1,500 horsepower, and embodies exclusivity on 4 wheels. It was designed to be the crown jewel of any collection, a machine so rare most owners never even approach the limits of its performance. But here's the paradox: if it's that unique, why are some unsold? The ultra-luxury market is crowded with hypercars from multiple brands and classic collectibles fighting for the same handful of billionaire buyers. In 2025, economic challenges have thinned that pool even further. Dealers who finance these cars see enormous carrying costs, sometimes tens of thousands each month just to hold them. Custom builds only amplify the problem, since what one wealthy client designed doesn't always appeal to the next. The Chiron proves that prestige alone doesn't guarantee consistent demand. Number 5. Chevrolet Camaro. Few cars carry the same cultural weight as the Chevrolet Camaro. For decades, it stood as an American muscle legend, the kind of car people recognized instantly on the street. Owning one felt like taking part in history, and its design always promised raw power and presence. That legacy now works against it. GM has confirmed the Camaro's future is limited, and with production ending, buyers see new models as relics instead of opportunities. Meanwhile, rivals have leaned into hybrid and electric announcements, making the Camaro feel outdated before it even leaves the lot. Younger buyers face high insurance costs, and the poor resale record leaves little reason to commit financially. The result is striking. A car that once symbolized rebellion and performance is being ignored in showrooms. Heritage alone is no longer enough to keep it alive. Number 6. Chevrolet Malibu. The Chevrolet Malibu stands as Chevy's last mainstream sedan, but that position isn't helping it. Once a staple in driveways and rental fleets alike, it now struggles to justify its spot in showrooms. Buyers who once relied on mid-size sedans are abandoning the segment in favor of crossovers and SUVs, leaving the Malibu stranded with little excitement. Dealerships are feeling the pain. To move inventory, sources say discounts of $6,000 to $8,000 are stacked onto window stickers. Even with those deep cuts, the cars often sit unsold because resale values remain incredibly weak. Fleet overproduction has only made things worse, flooding the market and dragging down what private owners can hope to get back at trade-in. The Malibu now represents the collapse of the sedan market itself, a car that looks new yet carries the hidden risk of being yesterday's choice. Number 7. Fisker Ocean. The Fisker Ocean was pitched as the bold new EV SUV ready to challenge giants like Tesla and Ford. On launch day, it looked promising with sleek styling and big promises of affordability combined with range. Early buzz suggested it might become the breakout success that put Fisker on the map. Reality didn't measure up. Production delays frustrated reservation holders, software glitches plagued early deliveries, and real-world driving range often came in below the optimistic projections. Owners began reporting headaches with service availability, sometimes waiting weeks for basic support. For a startup with limited infrastructure, those issues grew quickly. The biggest fear is long-term security. Buyers worry a struggling EV startup could leave them stranded on warranty coverage. Instead of becoming a game changer, the Ocean now sits unwanted in dealerships. Another warning about chasing hype brands rather than established automakers. Number 8. Ford Edge. The Ford Edge once sat at the center of the family crossover market, delivering mid-size space without the bulk of a 3-row SUV. For years, it was the dependable choice for buyers who wanted comfort and affordability wrapped into one package. Now, in 2025, the Edge feels trapped in limbo. Ford's sharp pivot toward electric vehicles and the introduction of newer SUV designs have left the Edge looking outdated overnight. With Ford confirming a production wind-down, shoppers worry about resale strength, making lenders and used buyers cautious. At the same time, its fuel economy trails more efficient rivals, and insurance costs remain high compared to newer entrants promising better safety tech. The once solid family crossover is now passed over as buyers skip ahead to Ford's EV lineup. Reliability alone couldn't protect it from becoming overshadowed by strategy shifts. Number 9. Jaguar F-Type. The Jaguar F-Type was designed to be a head-turner, a sports coupe that carried the roar and stance to challenge Porsche. With sharp lines and powerful engines, it looked like the kind of car people once dreamed about. But Jaguar's public shift toward an all-electric future is casting a shadow over models like the F-Type. Buyers hesitate when they know combustion-powered Jaguars are nearing the end of the line. Add steep depreciation, high insurance rates, and notoriously expensive maintenance, and the conversation moves quickly from excitement to concern. Dealers have cut prices by thousands on unsold units, yet even heavy discounts fail to spark interest. Cars still sit untouched, waiting for buyers who never arrive. The result is clear. A stunning sports car can't escape the reality that without trust and long-term support, dreams sit abandoned in plain sight. Number 10. Infiniti Q50. The Infiniti Q50 once carried real weight in the compact luxury sedan class, directly challenging BMW and Lexus. It offered sharp styling and a performance edge that gave buyers a reason to look beyond the usual German favorites. For a while, it seemed like Infiniti was carving out its own niche. That momentum didn't last. The Q50 has gone years without meaningful updates, leaving its technology lagging behind modern expectations. Infotainment feels outdated, safety features look basic compared to rivals, and the brand itself struggles with weak identity. Dealers report inventory stacking up and lease offers failed to compete against fresher models boasting stronger incentives. Low resale values, shrinking demand, and reduced dealer presence all combine to erode buyer confidence. Today, the Q50 is overlooked, a luxury sedan fading quietly on lots, proof that without evolution, even premium badges lose relevance. Dealer lots in 2025 have become more than showrooms. They're holding grounds for cars that no longer fit the market. From high-performance models to everyday sedans and flashy EVs, brand prestige and pricing aren't enough to guarantee buyers anymore. What used to be dream purchases now sit unsold, carrying huge risks for ownership. That's why researching before buying matters more than ever. Look at true cost of ownership, how long models sit on dealer lots, and whether a brand plans to support a vehicle long term. After all, today's abandoned stock could easily become tomorrow's financial cautionary tale.